Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in because we are about to witness an absolutely insane Advance Wars match. In case you don't know about the legendary Rock Golem, allow me to introduce you to this guy. So don't let his 971 MMR fool you, he is quite competent at the game. He just doesn't play a lot of Global League matches. If you look at his CO distribution, you can see that this guy is quite a legend. 83 games as Flak. Yeah, the Rock Golem is a bit of an interesting specimen. He creates a lot of unique matches. He calls them war rooms. Here's one such room right here. I'll pop over to it. This is a good classic example of a Rock Golem match. He's like, okay, I play Javier, you play Grit, try to beat me. You know, and he just puts out open challenges for people to try and beat him. This is like a standard Advance Wars map. This is actually one of the first maps ever made in Advance Wars, I think. It's a classic. What is it called again? Bean Island. Bean Island, yeah. So yeah, the Rock Golem, this is the kind of stuff that he does, right? He just puts out these insane challenges, and he basically has people challenge him, and very rarely does the Rock Golem lose a challenge. And I think this is one such challenge, I'm not entirely sure. But here we actually see the Rock Golem playing as Colin against Hachi in a standard match. Yeah, sounds like a Rock Golem challenge, alright? And let me tell you guys, this game is wild. Now, I have covered Hachi versus Colin before, but usually it's in high funds. So this isn't a standard, so that does change things around quite considerably. Both of these COs get a lot stronger in high funds for sure, but Colin gets a lot stronger in high funds, because the more money Colin has, the more he snowballs. He's actually more of a snowball CO than Hachi, truth be told. Hachi is a CO that snowballs his unit count. Colin is a CO that snowballs his economy. They're both very different in many different ways. Yeah, sure, they're both economy COs, they both manipulate money, but Colin is just all about building up an unstoppable war chest, whereas Hachi just spams units all over the map on his cities. So they play very differently. But Colin actually does have more snowball potential than Hachi, because Hachi will eventually reach a point where he hits unit limit, whereas Colin can never hit money limit. So once Colin gets above like 100k funds, he can start to just stack gold rushes on top of each other, and eventually it'll reach a point where he has more money than he can spend. And then he pops some absolutely terrifying power of monies, where he just gets like 500% extra firepower. It is quite insane. So the bigger the map, the bigger the eco, the more Colin snowballs. Hachi definitely has the possibility to just overrun him before this happens, though. Hachi is definitely the one who has to be aggressive in this matchup. And the map that they're playing on is one of my favorite maps of all time. I love this map. It's called A Brush with Death. Oh, this map is so good. I played countless matches on it. It's always an absolute joy. It's a mixed-based map. You got kind of like two games going on at once here, because you got this like little pipe seam in the center that splits the two matchups. So you have red right here with two bases, rushing blue's one base, and then you got blue's two bases here, rushing red's one base. You got these little island properties too. Now, normally on A Brush with Death, you almost never see any black boats being built because they're just not worth it. But considering we're seeing Colin and Hachi here, I think black boats are very likely. And that really makes this map a lot more interesting, because now you have black boats ferrying infantry over to the mainland, and they can ferry them in both locations. And there's comm towers to grab. You can like even build a lander and drop like over an artillery to base lock your opponent. And of course, we might even see pipe runners, because this map is actually kind of built for pipe runners. You have a base right here, which can build a pipe runner, which can move like this, and boom, in 2 turns, it's base locking the opponent. So, tons of stuff going on here. Airports can build stealth fighters. You can see battleships being built. I mean, this map has everything. It has everything. Base racing, high-tech units. You also have these missiles, which locks down the airports, so you gotta deal with the missiles before you can actually build airports. But because stealth fighters are allowed, at least I think they're playing with stealth fighters allowed. Yeah, they sure are. They sure are. 55 unit limit too, by the way. So that definitely puts a little bit of a limiter on Hachi. But man, this is gonna be a good one. I'm telling you. I haven't even looked at my opponent yet. But very highly rated opponent right here. XL Napkins, 1400 MMR. So it's not like Rock Golem is playing a noob here. He's playing a Grandmaster level player here. So this is going to be a true test of the Rock Golem's skill. But I am very, very excited to see what he's going to cook up, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, let us begin. Yeah. So, Rock Golem in the blue trunks playing as Colin, XL Napkins in a red trunk playing as Hachi. Let us begin this wonderful match here. Now, early recons are definitely gonna show up in this particular matchup, considering how both players can churn out units a lot more cheaply. Hachi, of course, only 90%, Colin 20%. Of course, Hachi doesn't have that 10% reduced firepower, but I still think Colin has a better day today compared to Hachi. And yeah, just as I said, ladies and gentlemen, we got the early game recon. Very good to apply early pressure to these neutral properties right here. And of course, I'm noticing both players are waiting with their missiles. I do this too, just to make sure I move every unit on the map. And I will be very disappointed if I don't see black boats out of these harbors here, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really want to see black boats out of the harbors. Rock Golem moves out with his recon. He's going to apply some pressure on these properties right here. Let's see what XL Napkins decides to do against that. Is he going to do a tank? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. Early game black boat. Why wouldn't you as Colin? They're like 5k as Colin. They're a lot cheaper and they're no worse. Because black boats don't care if they have lower firepower. So this is great. I'm excited to see this. We're going to see some transport play. XL Napkins now goes a tank on his weak side to ward away that little pesky recon. Lots of things going to happen in all corners of the map here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an absolutely wild match. Foregoing the comm tower, this Rock Golem. He's going to try and snag himself an early game comm tower on the opponent's side instead. And looks like Rock Golem is just going to try and deny this. So against Hachi, denying cities is very important. You want to deny him as many cities as you can, even at the cost of sacking units. So when you play against Hachi, you have to play very differently to how you would other COs. You can actually sack your own units to deny him cities. And if you can deny the more cities, like every city that he has becomes a base during his superpower. So you have to look at it as such. So looks like we'll see if XL Napkins is going to build like a recon here to ward away these guys. Should be pretty easy. If Rock Golem wants to try and take this tower, he probably needs some mechs, because a recon will just shut this down immediately. Tank comes away, wards away the recon. Ain't no thing. And yeah, there's the recon right there. Now, I still think just the recon by itself cannot completely interrupt this. I think you can cap, and then you can join cap. So you need something else than just a recon. And I'm glad to see XL Napkins also building a black bolt right here. He's going to try and fire some units. This is what I love to see. I really think that that black boats should be cheaper for this exact reason. Because everyone loves black boats. They're great. They're a great addition to the game. They should be 5k in my opinion. 7,005 is too much. I think they should be 5k. Just like APCs and G-copters. Like, if it was up to me, transports would be even cheaper than that. I'd be like 3k for the transports, honestly. I love them. And looks like the Rock Golem is not going to stick around. He's happy with forcing a recon, and he's going to move and grab this little property right here. Important to get this one. I mean, it's 1k income. Normally, players don't bother getting this property in most standard formats because it's just not worth the black boat. It takes like 7 turns to turn itself in, like 8 turns, which is just not enough. But Colin and Hachi, they get exponentially stronger with the amount of properties that they have. And look at this, beautifully done. Rock Golem sacks this recon to deny as much captures as possible, denying that Hachi economy. And the game is kicking off here. The recon dies. Tank coming out from Napkins right here. And the game's gonna heat up pretty quickly at this point, because it is a mixed base game. And yeah, Rock Golem does not want to let Napkins get this comm tower right here. Tanks are rolling out. Rock Golem captures this airport. They're both capturing their airports right now, but as long as these missiles are here, these airports are not going to be worth anything. Artillery and tanks coming out from Rock Golem on his weak side right now. And once again, like, just continuously using this black boat to be annoying. I would love to see a second black boat, honestly. Like, I think they're actually worth it in this format, just because this base, you want to be producing stuff from this base. And Napkins going in here, trying to seize the city at 1804. Does a little joint cap here to ensure he gets the city. He really wants to get the city. And this is the point where Colin wants to save up funds, because his first gold rush is very close by. So if Colin can get away with it now, he'd love to just build infantry. So the question is Napkins going to pressure him enough to deny that? And a mech coming out, I do like that. Mechs and black boats are very nice. You need some mechs to ward away light vehicles. So let's see what Rock Golem does now. I'm hoping to see just infantry out of him this turn. Is he gonna have the balls for that, though? Some tank engagements going down here in the bottom part of the map. And are we gonna see it? Ooh, he aggressively moves his artillery forward. Infantry, infantry, infantry. And he doesn't even build infantry in this base right here, which is interesting. But yeah, he's just saving up money right now, so he's gonna have about 40k in the bank next turn. Pop his first gold rush. Gonna be a good 20k out of that. That's pretty nice. So now both players might find themselves in a situation where they just save up cash, because Hachi wants to do the same thing as Colin for different reasons. He wants to save up money because he gets a big discount and he just wants to try and churn out as many units as possible. Whereas Colin wants to save up money because he wants to generate that interest. So are we going to see the Rock Golem pop his gold rush? I think he's going to try and get a little bit of power charge first. You do want to try. Yeah, there you go. 57k gold in the bank. The gold rush is here. Are we going to see Rock Golem tech up here, or is he just going to try and spam out as many units as possible? Let's find out. Finally using this blackboard here to keep... Oh, let's go. I love it. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. The battleship, ladies and gentlemen. This battleship can do a lot of cool things, I'm telling you. This battleship can go over here and lock down this base. The battleship can go down here and lock down this base. This battleship... very scary. Very, very, very scary. And he still has 34k left in the bank. Let's see what he produces here. A rocket, yes. He wants to lock down this missile and get this airport rolling. Artillery, artillery. This is going to be cool. And he doesn't even spend all of his money, ladies and gentlemen. He actually saves up 13k. Very smart. Very smart. He has a little bit of money added up for Gold Rush. You want to do this as Colin. Don't necessarily want to spend all of your money. Every gold that you save as Colin is potential future interests. You really want to be thinking like a banker, you know? And whoa, a barter? Not Merchant Union, ladies and gentlemen, a barter. Is that a desperation barter? 50%, okay, all right. I think he just wants to get out some units. Neo tank, okay. I'm guessing he's feeling the pressure. I gotta say, I don't know if I agree with this. I know this is a 1400 MMR rated player. I know he's very good, but like barter can be good. It's a great tool if you need some units really quickly. But does he really need some units quickly here? I get that he's scared of this battleship, but this Neo tank is not going to do much against that, nor is these rockets. But he may just feel like if he doesn't get barter out, he may feel like he just needs the map control right now. He can't just let Rock Golem overrun him, so... Alright. So we're not going to see Merchant Union. I mean, to be fair, Merchant Union's still pretty good, because it gives him so many infantry everywhere. But yeah, the tank engagements are going on here. He might feel like he might get overrun here if he doesn't make more units. And it looks like he's going to try and lock down... Rock Golem's going to try and lock down this base at 1420. Artillery rolling out on his weak side right now. There's actually not a lot going on here on Napkin's strong side. Well, he does have the Neo tank now, but before he popped it, maybe I understand why he popped barter now. He just didn't want to get rolled over on both sides. Day 10 rolls in. Napkins now. I don't really know why he dumped off his infantry there. Oh, I see. Okay, because the rocket. Okay, so the rocket's going to try and prevent this. So he wants to bring another infantry over here. You actually got to be a little bit careful with rockets. If I remember correctly, they deal a lot of damage to black boats. I don't think they like one-shot them, but okay, now that's pretty far from one-shotting. I don't know why I thought they did. I think I'm probably thinking bombers, but yeah. Okay, so it's fine. Alright, so both players pop their normal power. I'm very surprised to see a Hachi barter this early on, but I mean, let's see where the map goes from here. At least now, Napkins has a Neo tank on this side, which does kind of shut down this aggression pretty hard. And we have a pipe runner, ladies and gentlemen. Look how fast these guys are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, I think you can just go like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 move on these pipe runners right here. And in 2 turns, this pipe runner is going to lock down this base. Now, you can counter the pipe by blowing up the pipe seams, preventing it from moving. Keep in mind, pipe runners can also attack air. They're very strong. They have roughly the same firepower as rockets. I think they have the exact same firepower as rockets, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to test this real quick. I'm pretty sure they have like exactly the same damage values. So 94 to 102. Let's see how they do compared to a rocket, but it's a call-in rocket, so we have to keep that in mind. Yeah, they have exactly the same damage values as rockets. I believe they are like missiles. I think they're like missiles against air units. Yeah, they have the same firepower as missiles. Actually, a little bit less. A little bit less than missiles. But still good enough to shoot down most air units in 1 turn, I believe. They actually don't one-shot stealths, interestingly enough. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we have a pipe runner. And the pipe runner, we'll see if it can be used. Oh, my goodness. Rock Golem is being very aggressive here, considering there's a Neotank in the area. He's feeling cheeky. Ooh, nice shot with the rocket right here. Yeah, he's feeling very cheeky, and he wants to save up some money again. He does build a tank, and there we go. The base is now locked down. Nothing Napkins can do against this battleship right now. Like, whatever he builds in this base is just going to get pummeled by this battleship, and it has 9 shots. It's going to stay here for a while, and he can also resupply it with the black boat, so... Yeah, this is pretty rough right here. Rock Golem's playing this really beautifully, and I think the fact that Napkins had to pop that barter puts a lot of pressure off. So, but I think, yeah, the pipe runner can't lock down on 1 turn. It has to lock down on 2 turns. And I don't think there is really a lot that Rock Golem can do against it right now. So both of their bases are going to get locked down now, which is very interesting. Nice repair with the black boat there. I love that. But, I think Napkins need to be a little bit careful here with these artillery. It's beautifully placed, though. Bomber coming out from Napkins right here. He's going to try and kill the pipe. Maybe blast his way through the pipe seam and go for the battleship. Could be the case. But Rock Golem's going to get a very nice gold rush next turn. 48k. But he's going to get a little bit of power charge. It's always very important for Golem players to do this. Get as much power charge as you can before popping that gold rush. You don't need the 1010. You need to bank up power charge. Very important. And you can see Rock Golem is doing this. He's getting as much as he can. Is he gonna go for maybe? Okay, now he pops it. I was wondering if he's going to try to go for a 2-turn gold rush, but he's not that crazy. 72k in the bank. The battleship has now started firing on the bottom base. So what is he gonna build? Artillery, battlecopter, artillery. Tank. He's being very conservative with his buying right now, I gotta say. What was the other unit that he got? Infantry. Wow. This is what I like to see. This is how you play Colin, ladies and gentlemen. This is, like, it may seem weird to some of you, but this is how you play Colin. You bank up money. Lots and lots and lots of money. And, oh wow. Bombers? One-shot pipes? No, that can't be right. Really? Oh, I guess it is with 2 comm towers. Yeah, because in case you don't know, I'm not bringing up the calculator a lot, but if you were ever wondering, bombers will do the exact same damage to a pipe seam that they do on the Neotank on road. So if you're wondering, so with I guess, yeah, with it's still pretty reliable, I think. I think it's without luck though. I think they don't get any luck against the pipe seam. So with 2 comm towers, your bomber is guaranteed to kill a pipe seam, which is nice. So the pipe seam is gone, and now he's actually threatening the battleship. So this is a very nice play. Now, of course, I guess Rock Golem could just build a missile here or something. That'd be really cool. Or a pipe runner, actually. Pipe runner would actually guard the battleship. So I'm hoping we see that. That'd be really cool, actually. But yeah, Rock Golem needs to watch himself a little bit now. These artillery are not in a great state of mind right now, and the pipe. Oh, the pipe runner's not even interested in locking down the base at this point. The pipe runner's locking down the airport. Yeah, I mean, he could have put it here, but it could have... So pipe runners can actually be attacked. Again, I'm sorry for bringing up the calculator so much, but like, not many people actually know this. But as you can see, the pipe runner is actually very vulnerable to things on the ground. Even mechs actually deal a tremendous amount of damage. Like, it's actually kind of interesting. Recons don't do much, but artillery does a hell of a lot, and even regular tanks will murder it. So this is not a safe spot for the pipe runner. This is... And he's also locking down the airport now, which is actually fantastic. So on this map, pipe runners are definitely valuable units. I mean, they can do a lot, and the discount makes them a lot more... it means you can actually build them. Now, Napkins has to pull back a little bit on his weak side. He doesn't want to get overrun by tanks. And I think this is where he's only building infantry right now. He needs to save up for the Merchant Union right now, because... The Colin snowball is really in full swing. Look at this, 100k right now. And this is where Colin, if he's feeling comfortable, don't build that much, man. Don't even build that much. Just build infantry. And like maybe a little bit to ward away this Neo-Tank. But like try and ball up that money. Because once the Colin snowball gets rolling, man. Yeah, look at that. The pipe runner's having a bit of a hard time finding spots to go in. Like this is the only safe spot right now, which I think... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It still locks down the airport, so that's good. And he builds a missile, ladies and gentlemen. He does move his battleship away, though, because it's too good of a trade for Hachi. But he definitely wants to secure his base lock. Man, what an absolutely crazy match, man. Battlecopter's coming in now. He's building so many artillery. My goodness. Still 70k in the bank, though. And... I would not pop Merchant Union right now if I was Napkins. I really would not. Okay, never mind. It's not locking down. I miscounted that. But it's still decent, though. And now the bomber's coming in to ward away these tanks. There's no anti-air here. Rockholm made a huge mistake here. No anti-air to ward away this bomber. That's not good. Oh, he does actually... Napkins does pop his Merchant Union with only 30k in the bank. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, sure, you're going to get a lot of infantry out, which is nice. You're going to really boost up your unit count. Actually, just building a lot of tanks. But I don't think he's going to... Nah, he's not going to utilize every base, as you can see right here. And that's fine. I mean, his unit count goes up to 42, which is good. But it's just not that great. I feel like... As Hachi, man, you really can't be popping these like 20 to 30k subpar merchant unions. You want to be popping it when you have like 50k in the bank. And if you're looking at Colin right now, he's not pressuring a lot, actually. He has a lot of artillery, which is difficult to apply a lot of pressure with these on their own. So, with that being said, I mean, the fact that he doesn't have a lot of melee units might also be why Napkins is like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to punish him with tanks. So, maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. I just feel like that Merchant Union could have been a hell of a lot better, you know? Fighter comes out. Rockholm's going to spend some of his war funds right now. He needs to... Yeah, fighter to counter the bomber is definitely a good idea. He needs anti-air. He needs bodies right now to protect his indirects. And I love the Black Boat applying pressure behind enemy lines right here. He's probably going to follow it up with the missile on the battleship. So there we go. Now the missile is protecting the battleship. It's not completely protecting it. The bomber can still move over here. But this is good. So 39k in Rockholm's war chest right now. I think Napkins is going to try and apply a little bit of pressure with his new units. He's actually moving back. And once again, the pipe runner is now locking down the airport, and he has the rocket to protect it against any artillery, which is really nice. And he also built a second pipe runner last turn. I didn't even notice that. So 2 pipe runners, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing a lot of pipe runners. This is a wild game, man. And now, Napkins is dumping off units behind enemy lines. Rockholm has a mega tank protecting his base, though, so this is kind of wild. Day 15 rolls in, ladies and gentlemen. It's not easy to say which one is in the lead at the moment. I think we're going to see a double base rush, and love using the Black Boat as a shield right here for Rockholm. That's really nice. Love to see it. Units come down. Lots of artillery here. My goodness. Yeah, this base is going to fall at some point, I believe. Mega tank rolling out. Kind of hard to shut down a mega tank, even with artillery. But let's see what Napkins is able to do right here. He's gathering. He has 2 Black Boats now ferrying infantry units. That's really nice. That's really nice. But this black bot's gonna, this mega tank's gonna be really hard to deal with. Even with rockets, it's gonna be really, really tough. And now the pipe runner comes back. Both bases are now locked down, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, he even sends his bomber north. So I think he's just accepted the fact that this base is gonna die now. He is blasting open. Napkins is blasting open the pipe though, so he wants to open up an avenue to attack here. I don't really know why though. You'd think with the anti-air and the fighter being here that Napkins wouldn't want to blast open his own pipe seam, but maybe he just wants to open it up. We'll see. All right, Rock Golem with 62k in the bank right now, probably gonna pop another gold rush. A lot of fighting is gonna be happening now, so might actually not be such a bad idea to not pop it and just gather a power charge. But I think you will want to pop it. Because you want to generate... Right now, power is worth a lot for both of these COs. And if you pop your power, you stop generating power for a turn. You lose out on a lot of power charge. So I would not be surprised if Rock Golem actually does not pop Gold Rush here. I don't think... No, he will not. He won't do it. He's going to try and do... He's going to stack Gold Rushes now. He's going to do a lot of fighting, get a lot of power charge, and he's going to stack multiple Gold Rushes on top of each other. That's how you really want to be playing Colin. Oh, Neo Tank versus Mega Tank. It does work if the Neo Tank gets the first strike and the Mega Tank is a little bit injured. It's actually a lot better of an engagement than you think. But Napkins is pushing hard on the north side right now. So many units coming in. The bomber coming in as well. Attacks the battlecopter. Yeah, we are seeing a double base race right now, and I think Napkins might win it. We'll see. Rock Golem's turn right now, 54k in the bank. He's gonna max out his power charge, and then he's gonna pop double gold rushes, or maybe we'll even see a power of money. That would be kind of crazy just to lock down the base. I don't think we're gonna say. I think he's gonna pop gold rush first, and he does do that. 70k in the bank, and if he doesn't spend a lot of money now, he has another gold rush next turn, and then another one, and then another one, and the economy is just gonna be insane at that point. 68k in the bank. He has to spend a little bit. Playing Colin, man, it's such a balance between trying not to spend too much. So we have another 35k Merchant Union for XL Napkins potentially here now. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't pop it, but I think he might want to do it, but he's not popping it right away, so maybe that is indication that he wants to save up some money now and try to get a better Merchant Union next turn, because I think he realizes he has to keep up with the snowballing Colin right here if he wants to stay in the game. So he's playing defensive. He is building some units, though. Mostly infantry. Mechs. Okay. He does save up money, so this is going to be a strong Merchant Union next turn. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Rock Golem is really starting to snowball right now. Pops a third Gold Rush. 100k in the bank right now. The Colin War economy is churning along, and he's not even spending a lot of it right now. Look at all these indirects coming in right now. This is crazy, man. Yeah, he still has 88k in the bank. So now I do believe, yeah, we're going to see that Merchant Union right now. 50k in the bank, that's pretty good. He goes for the battleship down in the south. Builds some Mega Tank, that's nice. 2 Mega Tanks. I think we're going to see a lot more Mega Tanks. And he's pushing hard on this base right now. Neo Tank coming out from the city right here. Another Neo Tank. Infantry, infantry. Oh, and it's a nice shot with the pipe runner on the rocket. That's what we like to see. Don't want to be repairing your units as Hachi, actually. This is a bit of a mistake. This is like, as Hachi, you don't want to repair. You want to combine, actually. Because combining will give you more money in Merchant Union. Repairing just drains your fund and makes your next Merchant Union weaker. Almost never want to repair as Hachi. It's just bad for your long-term viability. Alright, looks like the base race is on right now. The Rock Golem is charging in. There's a lot of Mega Tanks to deal with right now. 155,000 money. That is kind of bonkers, man. At some point, he will need to start spending some of this money. Mega Tank comes out now. That's really nice. So many artillery coming out right now. Rocket, another black boat. You'll love to see it. Neo Tank, battlecopter. And he still has 80k in the bank, ladies and gentlemen. He's being very conservative with his spending. But will either player be able to bust through this base race right here? I mean, both of these COs are just so phenomenal at dragging out the game. They just won't die. But it looks like Napkins is now starting to surround the base. Bomber low on fuel, gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, this mega tank will fall. It won't stand up to all of these units pummeling it at the same time. That will not happen. Day 20, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crazy match. These COs are so evenly matched in this format right here. Black Boat's repairing the battleship. And here begins the artillery shower. Battlecopters coming in right now. Yeah, the artillery are marching forward. They're locking down the base now. There's too many of them. These mega tanks are not going to be able to hold out. This is definitely going to transition into a north versus south battle. So both players just want to try and take the other player's base as quickly as possible to get an edge right here. Only 24k in the bank for Hachi right now. Definitely don't want to be popping barter here. But in comes the bomber, and I think that mega tank is finished. It is. There's a little anti-air here that can delay this base for one more turn, which is very annoying. And now he wants to not spend money at all. Get that merchant union next turn. The black boats are working overtime to bring infantry to the doorsteps. Rock Golem with 93,000 funds in the bank. He's going to try and get some more power. No, he pops it right away. 140,000, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Those artillery, they don't do a lot of damage, but when there are this many of them... But it looks like both players are in a very similar situation where they're both going to be interrupted. Actually, no, Rock Golem does not go for the capture this turn. He just places an artillery on the base instead. But yeah, we are definitely... Oh, the stealth fighters have begun, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the stealth fighter spam has begun. This is what's going to happen. And we have a merchant union out of napkins right here. 41k. Definitely needs to see some fighters and stealth fighters of his own right now. Is he going to build another mega tank to delay the capping, or is he just going to let his base fall at this point? That's the big question. Missiles coming out. Locking down the airport. This is something only Hachi can do. Missile out of fight. Yeah, another stealth fighter coming out as well. So we're going to see both players building a lot of stealth fighters. And this is actually very good because if he can maintain this missile lock on this airport, he can build a lot of stealth fighters out. And any fighter that Rock Golem builds to counter said stealth fighters are just going to get shot down by the missile. So this is a genius move. This is a really scary move by Hachi right here. This missile airport lock is actually incredible. My goodness, what an absolutely chaotic match. The capturing has begun. Looks like Napkins is slightly ahead tempo-wise. With this missile play, I'm starting to think that he might take this game because this missile, what is Rock Golem going to do against it? He can't really get anything in range of it. His airport is now locked down. He has one stealth fighter. That is pretty much about it. He needs to do something very fast. He will get these bases now, which is good. He's now starting to cap. But the stealth fighter is just unkillable at the moment until it actually goes stealth. Now, if you can airport lock with an anti-air, the stealth fighters are not stealth when they come out. So maybe, just maybe, he can just lock down this airport and prevent further stealths, which is smart. Stealth fighters, of course, they're good for more than just attacking. They're also great walls because you can't really get past them. So they're really good at like just plugging up chokeholes and just being incredibly annoying. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing this map transition into the north versus south section of A Brush with Death. This is how they tend to go. If one player doesn't just straight out win the base race, this is what happens. Excel Napkins just stealths his fighter and keeps it on top of the airport. He doesn't want Rock Golem to take it from him because he can't really do anything against the stealth fighter right now. So they both actually have one stealth fighter each right now, and they're both locking down the other player's airport. So I will say I like XL Napkin's positions better because he can take shots every turn with this fighter. But I think Rock Golem might just do something similar. He might just put a stealth fighter on top of the airport. So they're both locking down each other's airport right now in different ways. So we're probably not going to see a bunch of stealth fighter spam. I would be surprised. Ah, nice little APC resupplying the bomber right here. You love to see it. But yeah, I think there are no fighters on the map. So, and both players have one stealth each, so they can just continuously, like, this airport will never be taken unless they want to, right? Because fighters are the only units that can attack stealth fighters. There are no other units except for other stealth fighters who can attack them, so. Yeah, no, he's just keeping his stealth fighter right here in the choke. He doesn't want to let bombers pass by, go like this. So, it actually makes a lot of sense. My goodness, what a crazy match right here. The Pipe Runner's taking some damage. Property's not being captured. But look at Rock Golem's snowballing potential right now. He's banking up so much money, and both players are close to the unit limit. This is kind of scary, I think. I think Rock Golem, he's not feeling the pressure right now. He can just continuously, like, at this point, Colin starts to get real scary. Once he passes that 100k area, that's when Colin really starts to get bonkers. Because, like, at this point, that interest is just going to keep building up. And he's not even popping his gold rush. He's just letting that power charge build up. And interesting, actually moving his stealth fighter and building a fighter of his own. Like, the anti-air can still get it, but it won't kill it. So this is an interesting choice by Napkins. I think he wants to really try and lock down the stealth fighter right here. This is the craziest match I think I've ever seen. This is absolutely insane. Like, I can't believe this match. This is so bonkers, man. Alright, Rock Golem's turn. He's gonna take a shot at that fighter right now, bring it down to like 4 HP, 3 HP. It's gonna get repaired. Oh, and he pops the gold rush. 200,000, ladies and gentlemen. He's now at 200,000. I hope we see a power of money this game. That would be very, very hype. And I think we might, actually. I have a feeling we might see the power of money at some point. But yeah, the fighter can escape now, and it can deal some damage. He could also, like, potentially repair it up with black bolts if he wanted to. Because this fighter is very valuable. He should definitely try and repair it up, because it's the only way he has of attacking this stealth. But yeah, now both players are just preparing for the inevitable funnel fest right here. And yeah, look at that. The fighter is now safe, and he pops another barter. A barter with only 26k. Is he going to pop another fighter? Another stealth! Oh, and Rock Golem's anti-air is out of position. That's brilliant, actually, from Napkins. Yeah, this anti-air is completely out of position right now, and there's nothing to lock down this airport. Whoever can get the more stealth fighters out are going to slowly win the game. That is definitely the victory condition of this game right here. I love the freaking, like, Normandy D-Day beach landing right here. Like, oh my goodness, this must be terrifying. Yeah, whoever can whoever can start getting out stealth fighters will definitely win this game, because once your opponent reaches a critical mass of stealth fighters, there's no stopping him. But both players are just gathering up in the middle right here, and 210k funds with Rock Golem. His gold rushers are now worth 100k, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely insane. Is he going to be able to get it? What is he going to do about the stealths, though? That is actually a big problem right now. I mean, he attacks it with a 5 HP anti-air, but it's not enough to kill. He needs more anti-air. He needs more anti-air. Honestly, at this point, I'm wondering carrier, honestly. Just to try and lock this airport down. Maybe pipe runners. Like, he needs to do something about this airport right now. He needs anti-air. Like, oh my god, Rock Golem, why are you not building anti-air? Cruiser? The cruiser can't reach, though. Cruiser! I know I said anti-air, but I didn't mean this one. You want to see how bad cruisers are, guys? Oh my god. Dude, they're so bad. Look at this shit. Oh, actually, that's a lot more damage than I thought, actually. What? Okay, turns out they're actually pretty decent against stealths. But I mean, it doesn't matter, though, because they can't target them. But look at how bad they are against fighters, for example. So bad, man. Oh, this is such garbage. Cruiser! I've seen it all now, ladies and gentlemen. He built a cruiser. But I mean, he can't afford any unit at this point, so why not, right? I mean, he can refuel his battlecopters. Like, I don't know why he built a cruiser. Like, you can't even reach the airport because of the shoal tile, so I really don't know what this cruiser is supposed to do. I love that it's here. You guys know me, I love my naval units, but doesn't seem like a particularly good buy right here. And yeah, so this is a big problem with how the stealth fighter is lined up right now. You have to be adjacent to it to attack it. But it's hard to be adjacent to it when it's surrounded by pipes. I think the idea here is he's gonna try and break this pipe seam and go around. But what he actually, yeah, this is actually really smart. And he's gonna use the black boat to repair it. It's exactly what I said. Use the black boat to heal the fighter up, because this fighter is really valuable right now. It's the only one you really have that can deal with the stealth fighter. But man, Napkins is looking to be in a pretty scary position right now, because again, he has 2 stealths out and a fighter. whereas Rock Golem does not. And the Stealth Fighters are starting to escape the airport right now, which is what you really don't want. Man, we're in day 25, and I have no idea who's going to win this. I'd like to say Napkins is in the better position right now, just due to his Stealth Fighter count. But Colin also has the Snowball going with almost 200k in the bank, which is kind of hard to deal with. Oh my goodness. So many artillery. Who can, like, break through this? I mean, is this going to be a draw? Rock Golem pops this Gold Rush. 300,000 money in the bank right now, ladies and gentlemen. Is that another freaking cruiser? Okay, no, I thought he built a second cruiser. I was going to lose it for a while there. Oh my god. Mega tanks coming out. I don't really know what they're going to do at this point. It's not like they can move through stealths. Yeah, the stealth is stealthing on the airport right now. Can't really do much. By the way, Anti can't attack stealth fighters when they're stealth. It's really dumb. And he continues to repair up his fighter, which is very nice. Decides to move. I think he does plan on breaking down this pipe seam, but he wanted his pipe runner on the other side of it first, I think. And yeah, look at this. The stealth is just going to go to town on this cruiser right now. Not really a whole lot he can do. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Rock Golem is going to be able to come back from this. Like, there's too many stealths. This stealth is just going to rake up value with every turn that passes. But then again, 243k funds is kind of insane. And yeah, now Rock Golem needs to pull his stealth back to refuel. I think he actually has to build an APC this turn. Otherwise, it's just going to crash. My goodness, there's so much insanity going on this map right now. Repairing up his cruiser, more battleships. I'm thinking, I mean, yeah, as long as there's APCs around, the stealth fighter's not going to crash. I'm thinking maybe a carrier would be smart now. I know the carrier can't attack the stealths, but it can ward away the bombers, is for sure. And at this point, both players are hitting unit cap, so it's not like they're going to be producing a lot at this point. Keep in mind the unit limit of this game is 55. Okay, Napkins is starting to push through right here. Bombers are also really wrecking havoc on Rock Golem's navy. But this is also adding a lot of juicy power charge for him. But I really don't see how Rock Golem's going to be able to come back from this. It looks like Napkins is unbeatable right now. And why is he not building stealth fighters? Oh, never mind. There's a missile here. I didn't see. Okay, good. So yeah, Rock Golem is locking down with a missile, which is good. I don't think there's any way that Napkins can really target this. He can move around with it and try to punch through the infantry, but it's not really going to work here. Yeah, so those two stealth fighters will be all that Napkins has for a little while right now, so that's good. Rock Golem was able to shut it down. There's still two stealth fighters roaming around, just dealing tons of damage and blocking, though. Gold Rush again, 342,000 in the bank right now. He had to spend a little bit of it. There's 3 battleships over here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, now he's building the high-tech units. This is such an insane map. How long is this going to go on? The two stalliest COs in Advanced Wars history going up against each other. Well, Napkins is pushing through this part of the map right now. He didn't blast through the pipe. No, he didn't blast through the pipe. But this fighter is scary right now. Like, the stealth fighters need to be very scared right now. But yeah, Napkins is now officially at unit limit, so he needs to get some Blackboard. Like, there's so many infantry. At this point, man, just delete your infantry. Like, they're not... Just get units out, I think. Just get infantry out at this point, I think. But man, it seems like neither of these players are just able to kill each other. But Colin's economy is starting to get up to absolutely crazy level. He's popped his Gold Rush so many times that it's worth 54,000 right now. It's kind of insane. I don't even know what to say anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This match is just... We're in day 29. And there's another merchant union. What are we going to see? What is Napkins going to pump out this time around? Infantry, really? Okay, finally some battleships. Hart's just gonna start working on his navy right now. Now he's actually just deleting units to make... Yeah, that's what he should do at this point. Just delete units at this point. Spend your economy. Building some APCs to resupply aircraft. That's good. Day 30. They're both capped on properties. I don't think this match has a time limit. Let me double check that, actually. I'm fairly certain it doesn't. Nope. The capture limit is pretty low, though, at 24, so... that could potentially be what ends this game, actually. Capture limit. Because they're both 3 properties away from getting capture limit. So capture limit is very low, at least, which is good. But both of them just have so many units, and they're just pushing out so many units. I think Rock Golem has to spend a little bit of money right now. I'm just hoping we see that power of money at some point. But there's just so many indirects. And now Napkins is pummeling this mega tank on the airport right here. Nothing's really happening down here. There's just too many units for Napkins to break through, and too many indirects on each side. But now there's a bit of a navy forming here, which I do like to see. And it looks like Rock Golem's navy is actually starting to punch through here a little bit. There's only one stealth fighter to block it. And now one of Rock Golem's stealth fighters are approaching it, so maybe we'll see some stealth on stealth action right here. And are we going to see yet another Gold Rush popped, or is he going to save Power Charge at this point? He might want to save Power Charge. If he could stack 2 Gold Rushes on top of each other now, I think if you're Rock Golem right now, your victory condition is probably get 500,000 gold and then pop Power of Money. The problem is he has mostly indirects, which are kind of hard to utilize with Power of Money because your opponent can just stay out of the range. So I'm thinking right now, I think just a Power of Money push is probably what you want, but you want more direct units. You don't want to be building rockets at this point. You want to build some tanks, and the tanks will just one-shot everything. But then again, like, how do you get close enough to that wall of rockets, man? Looks like D-Day is resuming once again down in the bottom right corner of the map. Lots of units coming in right now. 378k in the bank for Colin right now. Does it matter, though? They're both at unit limit. I don't really know what money does either of them right now. They have too many units. I think at this point you just recklessly move forward, honestly. But they're just too many rockets on each side. This match has entered into a bit of a weird stall right now, where just like both players just have too many rockets, and neither of them wants to delete their rockets. So day 33, is this going to be a draw? Oh, that's huge. Rock Golem stealth finally approaches. Napkins didn't see it, but because he's been sneaking through him, this is actually really smart. So now the stealth fighter is in trouble, which might allow Rock Golem's navy to move in, and this could be his chance, actually. Because if he can pressure Napkins from 2 sides, that is definitely how you push through. Yeah, the navy is really coming in full force right now. So many battleships are coming in right now. 4 battleships are threatening to lock down all these bases. This is huge. This stealth fighter maneuver broke the stalemate right now. Because now the stealth fighter has to pull back, which means that this navy has free reign to sail into Napkin's Bay right here and just lay waste to him. Yeah, there's a lot of rockets here, but this is not where Rock Golem is going to attack. He's going to attack down here. So Napkins, yeah, he has to pull back here. The stealth fighter cannot do anything. Ooh, and suddenly it's looking a lot better for Rock Golem. The stealth fighter maneuver was crucial. Absolutely crucial. Fighters coming in to counter it, though. Day 34 rolls in, and looks like, yeah, Rock Golem just blasted open the pipe seam. He's like, nope, you don't get to move your pipe runners through there anymore. 483k gold rush, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, the navy is really in full swing right now. He has to be... There's only 1 battleship down here. If Napkins had a bit more of a navy on this side, he could have pressured, but... Yeah, this navy is moving forward very slowly, and Rock Golem continues to unload units, and there's the lander. I was waiting for a lander, honestly. Lander. Use landers to transport units into his base. That is what you want to do. Mega tanks and landers. That is the play right here, ladies and gentlemen, because you're not breaking through here. You're just not. But because of this army here, Napkins' indirects have no choice but to stay here, which means that they can't really defend against what's coming here. So Rock Golem is just doing a pincer attack right now, attacking on both sides, which is what you want to do against ranged units. So he's playing this brute beautifully right now. Of course, Napkins can have a huge merchant union next turn potentially. I would definitely save up some money at this point. Throw away some trash. And not build too many units this turn. No, you definitely want to save up money now, because You're up against unstoppable Colin economy right now. You need those big merchant units to stay in the game. And Colin now, Rock Golem sees the Pipe Runner. And yeah, he has a wall of artillery just defending. This is why battleships on their own are very bad at attacking, because they can actually be sewn up by artillery. You need several battleships to really do anything, right? So this is not going to do anything. And my goodness, the Navy. He's moving forward with mega tanks. I think he's just baiting this for power charge at this point because he has infinite money. What he wants now is power of money. So he actually wants these mega tanks to die to fill up his power bar so he can move in with his naval units and just attack. I would have loved to see a carrier here out of Rock Golem because these missiles alone are not super adept at protecting. Like, at the moment, they're doing a good job, but if he wants to move closer, he needs air support. So, really, I would love to see a carrier out of Rock Golem this turn, just to ward away those pesky bombers and fighters. But here we go. There you go. Right on cue. Right on cue. This is what I like to see. Mega tanks now being transported. The naval assault, the amphibious assault has begun. This is huge. And I think if I'm XL Napkins right now, I'm not sure if I want to take this bait. I think this is just, I want power charge. He's begging him to attack. Merchant Union comes out, and he is going for it. I mean, he kind of has to at the end of the day. He can't just leave mega tanks alone. But yeah, the power charge is going up. I think we're going to see a power of money, ladies and gentlemen. I really think that's where this is going. I think that's what Rock Golem has in mind right now, because he pretty much has infinite money at this point. He doesn't need any more. Power of money, on the other hand, would be the game-ending move if he could get a proper one set up. He has so many naval units coming in here. He's charging in. Yeah, I think that is what he's going for. The Navy units are moving in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I think we're so going to see the power of money right now. Oh, we're going to see it. It's going to be up. Oh, no, never mind. Gold Rush. Okay. All right. Still, though, he might not need power of money doing this, honestly. Like, these navies just too big. And at this point, I think we're actually seeing Colin out snowball Hachi, because this is what Colin does. This is what Colin does. He is the best snowball CO in the game, even better than Hachi. No one can snowball quite like Colin can, just due to the way his mechanics work, his multiplying powers work. XL Napkins here gonna try desperately to stop this massive navy from encroaching on his space. He has so many rockets, and he can still he has a lot of room to pull them back, but he has precious bases right here, which are now being locked down. I don't really know how he's going to be able to defend against this onslaught right now. We're in day 36. And yeah, no, I think Rock Golem is... I don't think you can stop him right now. His march is unstoppable. He's still being pretty careful with how he unloads his units. He doesn't just want to send them into the meat grinder. It's not World War I here, ladies and gentlemen. He does actually want to try and keep his units alive. But, like, the unstoppable death ball is just slowly encroaching. And, like, XL Napkins, these bases are useless right now. These two bases might as well just not be here. He has one base here and one base here. That's all he has to do right now. Now, of course, Hachi can create his own bases, but it's still a bit of a problem. It is still a bit of a problem, because like, two bases that he can't use, that does add up quite a lot. And the rockets are raining fire down on these tanks. Nice shot on the battleship, taking down at least one of those battleships, but there's so many more. And this stealth fighter can deal with this bomber pretty easily. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? Oh, I think we're gonna see it! I think we're gonna see it, ladies and gentlemen. We are gonna see it, aren't we? Oh, maybe next turn? Is he gonna pop it this turn? Yes! Power of money! Power of money! Bro. Bro. Bro, 1000%! 1000%! Dude. Oh my god. Battleship versus infantry on road. 1,308. Oh my goodness. This is gonna hurt, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna hurt. Every unit in Colin's army one-shots right now. I don't think... Like, I think even infantry versus vehicle is gonna almost one-shot right now. Certainly against rockets. Yeah, 300% against rockets. 100% against APCs. Doesn't quite one-shot anti-air, but pretty damn close. 10% damage against Neo-Tanks, 70% damage against Pipe Brothers, 300% damage against missiles. I mean, oh my god. And the Stealth Fighter finally goes down. I think that is the death blow, ladies and gentlemen. In truth, I think this game was over before this Power of Money, but this Power of Money kind of sealed the deal, I think. It was the coup de grace. I'm just happy we saw it. I was just happy we saw it. Day 38. Merchant Union. I mean, that's a lot of missiles. I think these are resigned missiles, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Wow. That was a match, alright. That was a match. If anyone questions the snowballing potential of Colin, let this game be a lesson. Rock Golem, the legend, man. What a match. Thank you for sending it to me. I will see you guys next time. My goodness.